back to the Road to Good Cooking. I know I've been MIA for a while, but I've had a lot going on. But during my absence, I was shooting videos, and I just didn't have the chance to upload them. So I will be uploading my videos. I don't know what order they're going to be in, but you'll get them as soon as I get them editing a few of them. Today I am making mini cheesecakes, and this is also my dehydrating day. And I'm dehydrating some mixed vegetables so I can make me some vegetable seasoning. I'm dehydrating some onions and some zucchini. And I'm going to mix all that together to make my vegetable seasoning, which is absolutely to die for. And I love it on my French fries, and anytime I'm sauteing vegetables, I just sprinkle that in there, and it just takes it to a whole new level of deliciousness. Alright, so let's get started making my cheesecake, and I will take you along. I'll be popping in and out. You'll basically be watching what I'm doing and how I'm putting together my mini cheesecakes. Now, back in my earlier days, I made this same recipe, but it's an adult version of it, and I think I made it like when I first started my channel, so don't judge. That was back in the day where I didn't quite know what I was doing shooting videos. So I'll put the link somewhere up there, over here, wherever it's going to be, and that way you can check that one out too. That is the adult version of my mini cheesecakes. So let's get started putting these cheesecakes together. Alright, here's my dehydrating project. I started it about 9 o'clock this morning, and it looks like I got about another 6 hours to go. But I am dehydrating zucchini, and here is the mixed vegetables and the onions. Now, I found out a really neat trick. One of the prepping channels that I was watching, I don't remember the name because I watched like 20 of them that night, but she said that if you freeze your onions before you dehydrate them, it won't stink up your house. And that is so true, because yesterday I had 4 racks of onions in here, and then this is just the leftover part of it. So, but I smelt the onions when I first started it for about maybe 5 minutes, and then after that I didn't smell them anymore. So there is something to that neat little trick, and I wish I could think of the name of the channel. Lord have mercy, I'm so sorry. I'll figure it out. I'll go back and look in my history and see if I can find her. And but I tell you what, it's a great idea, because I like dehydrating my onions because I make onion powder with it, but I don't like stinking up my house. And I used to take this outside on the patio, but now that I have my garden out there, oh my God, you guys ought to see my garden. I'll show you that after this video. But since I have my garden out there, I don't have any room to set anything, so I'm doing it in the house. And I am so glad that I found that prepping channel, and she told me about freezing the onions first and then putting them in the dehydrator. Ah, great pro tip. Alright, here is the start of my mini cheesecakes. I have these mini cheesecakes with the removable bottoms, and when you go to release the cheesecake batter, you just push up and then it comes out. You'll see that later on in the video. But I got these at my favorite kitchen gadget store here in Las Vegas called Sur La Table. I think they're all over the place, but that's where I got these two. Actually, I have 4 of them, so yeah, I make a lot of mini cheesecakes. And there are my apples that I dehydrated yesterday. This one's going in my pantry, and that one's going on my desk because I like having munchies when I'm working. And for this recipe for the mini cheesecakes, I'm using 2 8-ounce chunks of cream cheese, 2 eggs, sugar, and then for the crust, I'm going to be using graham crackers, and I'm going to grind those up in my food processor, and I'm also going to grind up some organic pumpkin seeds in the crust. And then there is my homemade vanilla extract, which I started it in April, and it is absolutely delicious. Oh, and the cream cheese, I buy my cream cheese at Costco in the great big 3-pound box, and then I separate them and put them in the freezer. and they freeze beautifully. And you know what? I love having cream cheese around the house because I made some bagels and I like my cream cheese and bagels, and I just like cream cheese, period. So I don't buy it by those little 8-ounce packages because it's a waste of money for me because I buy so many of them. So I just buy the big old 3-pound block and I'm good to go. All right, so let me get started. Look at that vanilla. Oof. And you know how I made my vanilla with the Madagascar vanilla beans? And I also put some craisins in there and some golden raisins. So it has a delicious background flavor to it. And I'm using, for this batch, I used Captain Morgan spice rum. And then I made another jar with the vodka. All right, so let's get started. I'm melting 3 tablespoons of butter for my graham cracker crust. Just going to add a little extra flavor to my graham cracker crust. Should do it. And I added another tablespoon of butter. So that's 4 tablespoons of butter and 2 packages of graham crackers. I'm not going to add any sugar because the graham crackers are sweet enough. Now let's see if this works. If I need to, I'll add more butter. But I think I should be okay as far as mixing that up. And I have a few little bits of the pumpkin seeds that you can see there, but I'm okay with that because I like a little extra crunch in my crust. Oh yeah, this is plenty. So I used 2 packages of graham cracker crust, or graham crackers, and about 2 tablespoons of the pumpkin seeds, organic pumpkin seeds, and that's optional. I just like a little extra fiber in everything that I cook. And I use 4 tablespoons of butter. And just mix it all together till it's nice and crumbly like this. Hopefully it'll stick together like it's supposed to. Yep, it will. So how you guys been doing? There's a lot going on in the world these days, huh? And prayers for Israel. I have a prepping channel that I follow. She's a young, beautiful sister in Arizona. And she has family that, I was watching one of her videos and she was telling everybody to pray for her family. So Tiffany, girl, you know what? God's in control. So you're going to be just fine, you and your family. Okay, that should, got it all mixed together there. Okay, I'm adding the little removable disc to the bottom of the pan. This is my favorite way to make cheesecakes. And I like making the little mini ones because that way if I make a big cheesecake, I want to just, no, that's not a good idea. This way, I can ration my little cheesecakes out. I'm going to ration myself with 2 a day. Well, we'll see how that goes. This is football season, so I'm not promising. I'm not making no promises. And I'm lightly greasy so nothing will stick. I know it's a non-stick pan, but I still like to take a little extra measure of making sure that my cheesecake doesn't stick. I know the bottom's one because I'll be popping those out. That one? You got the idea, right? Okay, I got everything all greased up. So each one is going to get a tablespoon of the crumbs. And I'm using like a heaping tablespoon because I like a lot of crust on mine. And these pans, these are the coolest pans. I'm sure that you can find them on Amazon, but I found these at my favorite kitchen gadget store here in Las Vegas, and I'm sure they have them all over the place, called Sur La Table. Jerry wouldn't let me go in that store by myself because he knew that I would be out of control with kitchen gadgets. But I tell you what, these are the best, the absolute best. I have this size, and then I also have another one that's square. So when I was doing my catering, this was a big hit, having these little mini cheesecakes or whatever other kind of little desserts that I would come up with using these tins. And it was just, I mean, it was just a big, went over real big in with my parties. Kids loved them too. Okay, I have some leftover crust, and I'm not going to worry about that because I'm sure I'll be making these again. You're probably wondering, well, how are you, Miss J, how are you going to get those flat? I'm going to get them flat. And I'm going to, because you need something this size here to flatten them out. You can use a spoon, but it's kind of hard getting it down in there. So I tried all kinds of things, and then I came up with this. This is my martini shaker. And as you can see, that lid right, that little lid right there fits in here perfectly. Hey, don't judge. I'm sure you got a martini shaker somewhere around your house. So get it all in there, kind of flatten it out, and then you just flatten it out with the martini shaker. Just pack it in there real good. Flattens them in there just perfectly. Just perfectly. Hey, sometimes you gotta improvise, homie. I have both of my mini tins sitting on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. I have my oven preheating at 350 degrees, and my graham cracker crusts are going, my tins are going into the oven for about maybe 8 to 10 minutes, and then I'll let them cool off. And while I'm waiting for all that, I'm just going to clean up my mess because I like to clean up as I go. This is Thursday night football, and I'm not going to be in this kitchen watching a whole bunch of dishes. And there is the rest of the graham cracker crust. And I'm sure I'll be making another batch of mini cheesecakes, so I will put that in the fridge until then. And I'm sure I'm going to put some in my smoothie tomorrow because that should be really, really good. All right, so let me get started cleaning up my mess so I can start with the filling. That was 3/4 cups of sugar. I might might not use all of it. I want to see how it tastes before I put it all in there. And I'm going to taste it before I put the eggs in there. Taste it, see if it's sweet as I want it. If not, I'll add the rest of the sugar. Well, it's kind of sweet, but I'll add the rest of the sugar. Nah, not all of it. It's perfect for me. These are going into my compost outside. I'm going to mix the eggs up so I won't have to overwork my cream cheese mixing these up, mixing them together. And I'm going to be using a number 30 ice cream scoop. Okay, I got them all filled except for these two, and I'm going to take these two out. No big deal. Okay, here they are. Left them in there for about 15 minutes. Okay, everything is good. And that little indent there, that's perfect for filling it up with fruit or, you know, whatever you want to put in there. These I'm not going to go overboard with. I might put some pineapple or something, and something not so fattening. So I think they'll be just fine. I like them plain, just plain. All right, we're good. I'm gonna let them cool off. All right, I got all my dishes done. So I am ready for Thursday night football. I'm getting ready to make me some tacos. Yes, I'm having Thursday football night tacos. What you having tonight? Got the chicken tacos going. I'm having rolled tacos tonight. Okay, you guys have heard me say you're never too old to learn anything. I got this pro tip from a beautiful young sister down in, I think they're in North Carolina area. I'm not sure, but her name is Lady Lead, and her husband, Lead Farmer 73, has a channel. That's how I met her. And she had avocados that she was freezing. And I thought, oh, there's no way. So yeah, there is a way. I cut them up. I bought these avocados maybe 3 weeks ago. Cut them up. Sprinkled them with a little lime juice. She said little lime juice. And I sprinkled mine with a little tahini. And look at them. This is 3 weeks in the freezer. And they are good to go. And they are super, super good. So I'm going to make some guacamole tonight for my tacos. And Lady Lead, thank you so much for this tip. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at those. They're just as beautiful as the day that I bought them. Look at that. And you know me, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to load those bad boys up. Put some sour cream in there. And I also have some veggies, some onions and tomatoes. And I'm going to season them. If they need a little bit more seasoning, I'll put some more tahini in there, or some of my vegetable seasoning. When I dehydrate vegetables, this is what I do. I grind it up, make me some delicious vegetable seasoning. I'm telling you, this stuff is off the chart. And this batch I made with, let's see, onions, garlic, mixed vegetables, and I think I had some asparagus in there. Every time I make it different. Yeah, so I'm just going to mash this up like so. I can't believe these avocados are 3 weeks old. And they were in the freezer. So see, you're never too old to learn something new. And I appreciate you, Lady Led, because I would never have thought about this. And I love avocados, but I hate buying them, because if you don't eat them right away, by the time you get ready to eat them, they go bad on you. Look at that. Look at that. Now that's some guacamole there. I'm going to put some onions in there. And a few tomatoes. And I'm growing cilantro, so I didn't buy any. And my cilantro is not quite ready for me to go out there and start picking yet, but that's okay. I got enough stuff in here. And I'm going to hit it with a little bit of Frank's hot sauce. And speaking of Frank's hot sauce, if you ain't buying your Frank's hot sauce like that by the gallon jug, you're missing out on life. This is football season, and I will not run out of hot sauce. Oh yeah, my neighbor came over, and yeah, we got into the cheesecake, so you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them missing. All right, back to my guacamole, and there it is, and it is so good. It is so good. Let me taste. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put it back in the container that it came out of. That way, if I don't eat it all tonight, I'll have some for tomorrow. So, when you buy avocados, and when I buy avocados, I get them from Costco, and they come 6 to a bag. As soon as I get them home, I cut them up, put them in the little containers, these little freezer containers, which are really good. And everything that I'm using in this video, I will put a link for it in my description box. Okay. There we go. My tacos should be just about ready. Okay. Forgot my drink. It's over there on the counter, but that's okay because I'm starving. And look, this is how I like to do my rolled tacos. A little bit of sauce on here. Got a little blowout on that one, so I use that one first. A bite? You take the first bite. That is thebomb.com. Okay, enjoy your football night. Make you some tacos. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and spending a few minutes of your time with me today. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And please share it with everyone you know in the universe. Oh, wow. I know. I am so sorry that I've been gone for so long, but I assure you that all is well here. I'm safe, I'm healthy, and so is Sophie. We were just, really preoccupied with stuff that needed to be handled, and I'm sure you all can relate to that. So I am going to go and finish these delicious tacos, and I will see you when I see you. Be blessed, stay safe, and keep on cooking.